pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
We are here at Coed y Gopa and we're having a look at some of the great walks that we can take during lockdown. This path is really good, it's really accessible. Here's the sign for Coed y Gopa and we're going to be walking along it. We're going to be looking at some of the scenery we can see. We're going to be pointing out maybe some of the trip hazards we might have along the way. It's really cool up here today, it's really foggy. And as I'm looking out over the distance, over the houses, I can see all the houses covered in mist. So it's actually quite spooky up here. Like I said, this path is really accessible. There's a road running alongside it, so we can drive up, and then the path is actually quite flat. I'm just walking up now seeing, I'm actually meant to be meeting Blue Grills here, but I haven't seen him yet. So I don't know where to find him. Keep a lookout for him. But yeah, like I said, looking for Blue Grills, haven't seen him. But there's some really great scenery around here. There's some really beautiful trees, lots of leaves winding up. There's some beautiful views. There's a couple of bits of places that you might trip over, but they're easily avoided. You can go round that. And there's some really beautiful trees going that way as well. Lots of colours, lots of autumnal colours. And it's just a really lovely place. It's really serene. You can't hear anything. It's just, the birds are really calming and just peaceful up here. Really lovely. We're further up the hill now and it's getting really misty. I'm having to watch my step as I walk. It's quite muddy, so you might want to get some decent shoes. But as I'm walking this way, I'm just thinking about how good going out for exercise is for our mental health. You know, we're all stuck inside at the moment, but don't forget to take a walk, to step away from the computer screen, to spend some time in the wilderness. Because it is really good for our mental health, as well as our physical. We've just climbed that quite uphill bit and we've reached the top, and we're now at this kind of junctiony bit. So you can either go right, where you can follow the path, that looks quite bumpy but it looks a clearer way, or we've got these stairs and it's quite misty that way, but there are stairs, so that might help. But I've just taken a moment to just stand and to be quiet and to be still, because it's so peaceful up here. And sometimes if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious about something, just going on a long walk, just clearing the space, just it can be really quiet.
Right, you fantastic!
Perfectly placed to stop, to reflect and to think about the day you've had. I mean, look at that mist up there. It's beyond creepy. It's really spooky and it's scary, and it's, to be honest, nothing like I've seen before. It's getting quite almost scary up here, very ghoulish, very I'm a celebrity. But I wonder what we will see on our way up here, keeping our eyes out, making sure that we're extra vigilant when we're on walks like this. But look, if you're into horror movies or you're into the kind of the ghoulies, that's like the perfect place to be at the moment. After you've walked up that quite big hill, there's this great spot over here, and it's just a great place to stop and take a rest, and it looks like there's this great space to maybe build some fire fires. Remember, if you are building a fire, get permission first and make sure that there's a parent or an adult with you supervising you. That looks like a lot of wood to me though to make a fire. But like I said, there's some great seats here just to stop, take a moment, especially after that big hill. You might spot a few weird people about. Make sure you socially distance from them. But after all, just come up, take a seat, stop and just look at the scenery around you. You'll find these all along paths like this, and there is usually a little sideway, maybe for you to get round or for your dogs to get round, or if not, it's really simple. You just climb over using this bit of wood in the middle. You also might spot these yellow arrows, and if you ever get lost, they're there to help direct you on your way. So if you see a yellow arrow like this, it means that this is the pathway. Dotted along the path, you'll also find these bird boxes. They're a great way to attract wildlife, but it's really important that we leave them alone, especially during the springtime when there might be eggs. So stop, great, have a look at them, see if you can see any birds around, but don't go near them and don't touch them. Often with paths like this, you'll have something that's the main path, so like this one here, as we've just followed, and it goes around there, but you'll also find paths like this. Now this is a side path and it's not as well cut out, but it is an absolute great place to go exploring, to have a look around, to see what's in there. Make sure you can get through it first, make sure it's nice and clear. Wait a second. What's that?